This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome to those join us. Good morning, everybody. So, as you know that we are moving to feed object, that is the form. Form it is important as well. So, the feed object of our database form act as an interface. So it is not mentioned by itself. So just we need to use it as a tool. Use it as a tool for what? For sending or pushing data into our original storage. So the original storage of the database is a table. Keep in your mind, all the data will goes inside a table because that is the original place location where to save your data. And this form needs some types of controlling or tooling to manage the task. So when we come inside the practical, we will see that clearly how we can add a control to our form, how we can add a tools to our form. So the second point in this video, so creating a new form. This is our task, our challenge. As we have seen in the query, we have to decide a method first, which method you have to follow to create your form. Secondly, based on which source you can use it to create your form, and which field you want to include it inside your form, and the layout of the form. That means we have many layouts. We will see that in the practical. Last, we have to give a name to our form such a way with this very easy 5 steps we can get a form created to us. So let us do it when we get inside our Access. 5 steps: method, source, table or query, fields, how many, and then the layout, by which way do you want your screen to be. Last, which name you have to give it to your form. Got it? So let us get inside our Access. Point number one. Point number two, let us select the method to create a form. First, let us move to the create ribbon. And when we come to the forms group, all these are methods to create a form. But we need the easiest one, and that is wizard again. Same like the way we are using in creating a query. So we need to have form wizard tool to help us. We decided then which source. So the source are located here. All the sources you can use it to create your form, either table or a query. So we need a table, and the field or the fields within that source, it will be to the left side of our screen, which we need to include it. We have to move it to the right side of this screen, somewhere like the query. Okay, let us move by the next step, and what we will have. All these are the form layout. Form layout. So that is type of form again, 4 types of the layout: column, table, or data sheet, and last justified. Unless we decide or we will ask you to select a specific, please hurry to select column and move forward. Got it? We have 4 types of form layout. If we ask inside the exam a specific one, you have to move it. You have to select it. Otherwise, keep the first option and move by next. What do we have in the next? Almost finished. That is form name. Not more than to provide form name. Let us have it by the same name to the table flight information TBL. That is table. Flight information QRY. That's query. And form the shortcut that is FRM. Such way things are finished. So we have a form. It will be added to our category group from here. That is forms, and we have only one element within this category. Such way we have a form. We have a form. So what is the rest? We have rest of things. We have to complete it. Form views. We have many, but we need to focus on only two of them. Design to complete our design. Form to see what we have, to enter the data or to monitor your data. One of two. Monitoring or entering your data. From where? From view. Design to complete the things. Okay, so how to move between these two views? Again, to control your object from the object tab. Right click and you have list of options. Save, close all, form view, layout view, and design view. Yes, we do have layout view, but we are not concerning about that. Please forget it. We need to focus on form view and design view only. Now we are in the form view, and if we need to complete anything within the design, we have to select and we have to move to the design, and then we can get inside the design view. So most our task it will be completed from the design view. So we have three views, but we need to focus on only two of them. That is form view, monitoring your data, entering your data, design view to complete the design of your form. Complete the design of your form. So, like what? First of all, we need to know the elements of the design view. We have header on the top of our form design. Next, we have detail area. We'll come to that. Detail area, that's including the field name and field data. So what we will do within that, let us get inside first. And form footer, that at the bottom of your form. And last, we have the property sheet. Property sheet of the form to complete the rest of the things. So let us get inside our form. Let us move to the design. So right click and then last option, that is design form. Form header, the first element of the design is over here. We have the title. Detail area between form header and form footer. We call it detail area. To the left side, we have field name. To the right side, we have field data. But within the design, it will not appear to us. What do you mean by that? So when we move to the form view, it will be clear to us. Over to the left side, we have flight number. But to the right side, we have exact data, exact flight number. To the right side, we have client ID. To the right side, the original ID. To the left side, we have client name. To the right side, we have the original name, that is Ali, and likewise. So let us get back to the design. So the footer at the end, at the bottom of our form design. But unless I have click here and move down, I will not get a space for that footer. What do you mean by that? At the beginning of your form, the original form, it will be like this way. So if I want space to add anything to the bottom of the form footer, I have to get a space first. How can? You have to move till this area. And when you get this double hits of arrow, click, keep pressing, move down. Such way you are getting a space for your form footer. Good. And we talk about a property sheet as the most important element. These are the most important. We have more than this, yes, we have, but we don't want to talk about that. So the property sheet, it have to be to the most right side to your screen, but it is not there till now. So you can open it from this button, or you can hide it. So it will be appear and hide it according to your needs. It is there, but we don't want to do anything within this one until we come back to the classes, regular classes. So by the time being, just I want from you only to focus on these four elements. That is form header at the top, detail area. We have both. Over here we have the field and field data. From here we have field and field data within the detail area. And coming to form footer at the bottom of our field. Yes. And last we have property sheet. Property sheet. That is same, if you remember, within the table design view, we have field properties. For over here we have a property sheet to control all your uh, field content. So field data will be here. Okay, now let us get back to the form design. What we need to do. So for the title, we need to have a title to our form. So the title over here will be same like the object name, same like the form name. We give the name flight information underscore FRM, but we don't want it by this way. So let us do some change. I want to remove this or to delete this and to write form completely and correctly by this way. It's over. And just let me do some enhancement. That's format. We have to go to home to go to format, and then we can select from here any font type that is suitable one for us, unless we ask for a specific. And the size, which one, we can add some effect, some coloring, and not more than that. So I want to minimize these areas because we don't want more than this. I will save it and I will have a look to that form view. That's what will happen for our form title, flight information form, not from form. So that is our title have been completed. Flight information form. Okay, when we come to the detail, let's get back to the design. If you have seen it, it is in this light gray, but I want to do some enhancement. That's formatting. I want to go back to the design, and I want to select the field name only. So from outside here, outside. Just click and keep pressing. Move down to the last field name. All have been selected. So I want to go to format again and to select set or type of font. Anyone? Bell MT. And I want to select size, then coloring and effect. I will keep it such way. Dark blue, for example. Okay. This is for whom? This for the field name. I want to do some enhancement within the field data by keep pressing and move over the field name over here. But actually it is field data. We need to add some enhancement. We can, why not? So we need to have bold effect and we need to have such, okay, I'll keep it regular and black color. So not more than save, have a log from form view. That's what we got within our enhancement. From which area? From the detail area. Fade design element of our form design. Getting back to the design. So within the footer, what we can add, just form controls and tools. We have title and we need to add some labels. Bottoms, I will leave it for a complete class. So title, just we will do what? We will do some enhancement. That is format. Format of our title. You know it. Adding font type, font size, and some coloring. That's we call it a format. Labels, you want to add some labels to your form. Like what? For example, a designer name. Designer name, we call it labels. So that is type of form control or form tool. So let us get to the design of our form and from where we can get this tool. So over here we have controls. In this design ribbon, we have controls. All this front of you, we call it controls. And from this side, we call it tools. For example, if you want to add logo, if you want to add date and time to your form, you can do it from here. But let us add a label. A label. So a label, it is just a text tool. So we have two of them, text box and label. What are the difference between this text box and a label? Label just a text. You want to keep it within your form. But when you select text box, this it requires you have to write a code. So this is not within our course, right? So that is out of our boundaries. So if you select toolbox, what will happen? That is what will happen. See text 3 and you have to enter a text over here. So this is a programming level. So we will remove this. Just we need a label, just a place to write a text. So when we click on this double A, capital and small, keep some space over here, and this form designed by me, for example. So I'm going to write my name. write your name as a designer at the bottom of the form. Write your name as a designer at the form footer. So you have to get space first. And when you finish it by having this tool, double E, okay, move to the format, add some enhancement to this text. It's as simple as can. So that's all what we need within our, for example, I want to have this size and I want to keep it bold. Then I want to add some coloring. That's it. So this is my name as a label within the footer of our form. Simply save it and have a look. That is what we have it within our form footer. So these are the controls by the time being. Okay, yes, we need title and labels. That's it. So such way we having the form controls and tools. Actually, we didn't touch the tools till this moment. So title, we will get it automatically from where? That is from the object name automatically, unless we need to do some changes. And labels can add some spaces within our form label, form footer. Then we can add a label tool to have spaces for writing a text. We'll do some format and enhancement, and then we will save the task. And such way we having our form. Such way for today classes, it's over. Yes, we have creating a new form by following these steps. Which method we have to use? We need to use wizard as easiest way and to help us to complete the task. Then step number 2, which source? You have two sources, either table or query. And third step, that is connected to step number 2. What we mean by that? Whenever we have a source, we will have a field. Whenever we have a field, we should have a source or link it together. So do we need to include all the fields or some of them? Step number 4, layout. Which layout you need to use it within our form? Unless they ask us, please don't change it and keep it the default one. Last step, that is the name. Such way you have a form. You have an object called form. So to move between the view of your form, either design or form view, you have to click within the form tab, or we call it object tab, and we can move to the form view or design view simply. We have third one, as I told you, that's layout, but we don't want it for nothing, so we will not use it at all. Just we need to move between the design to complete the task, and we need to move between form view. So that's why we are focusing only within two views only. Within the design view, we have to know these 4 elements, important elements to manage and to control our form. That is header, and within the header we have a title. Detail, we have field names and fields data. Footer, it is a space if you want to include over there anything as a control or as label. And then property sheet if we need it, but you have to know it. And that is within the design view, the most right side area over here, we call it property sheet. If you don't have it at the beginning of your form design, just click on this button. It will be displayed in front of you. If you don't want it, simply close it or click on the same place. It will be hidden. And the last things, that is we have to do some controls or to add controls and tools to our form. We have a title already, just we need to format it, or we can do some changes within that form title. If they ask us to add this one, we can remove completely this title and we can add our own. Yeah, yes, of course. So depends on what, depends on the types of the questions. Labels, it is just a box to write a text. We call it label. We call it a label. You can add it anywhere within your form areas. Form header, detail area, or form footer. You can add a label. Depends on the questions again. Depends on the needs. And such way our classes today is over, and I will see you with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the next video. So I hope that everything
Mr.
is clear.
Mister?
Yes, you can ask.
Yeah, I have a question. Why don't
Yes, it is.
upgrade this program?
Sorry,
Why you don't
again,
upgrade
please.
this program?
You didn't have it? Yes, there is a problem with the internet. Internet is very slow, very slow.
زين مستر لو تحدث بيكون افضل. تو هذا 2007 واحنا في الجامعه نتعامل ب 2016.
ما يخالف.
في بعض الخصائص
It
والميزات
doesn't
ما
make
موجوده هناك، ما موجوده هنا قديمه، لكن هناك مغير مسمياتها، فصعب علينا
no, no, no.
ننفذها.
Within the form, almost everything's same. Maybe there is difference in the table and in the query, but over here everything is almost same. What do we mean by that? Within the 2016, you have the same things over here. That is form, view, form, layout, and design. No
اوكي.
much difference. Come again. And don't worry, don't worry. We have around 2 weeks before the exam, so everything will be clear at that time. Bismillah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't worry about anything. Just get the idea and practice by yourself. Everything's come back to me at any time, WhatsApp or within this meeting. I'm ready. No problem. I will clarify everything. Don't worry at all.
اوكي.
Yes, welcome. Anything else? Any doubt? Any question? Is it clear? So shall I close it?